Jordan-Hare Stadium, one of the most intimidating and passionate environments in all of college football. More than 87,000 will be watching that eagle fly overhead and getting set to back their beloved Auburn Tigers. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a fellow AAC opponent, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Sooners will kick it away to start us off. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The offense set for a first down play. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Back open in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
They'll give it to the back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our play.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Offense lining up for a first down play. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. The give to the back. Makes a man miss. Tackled there by the defense.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late, blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back can get some positive yards.
The give to the tailback. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that can run the football, be physical. It all started there.
Back to throw, it's Kendricks. Trying to escape and get it himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Power football with the run. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to. Critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The Sooners will punt it away on 4th down. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And he'd hope to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. It's complete on the right side. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
You don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at his matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the 1st down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Off the play fake. Feeling some heat. He's going to throw deep right side. And the pass hits, picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
What a great play on defense there. It was virtually unblockable. He reminds me of Nick Fairley, probably the most dominant Auburn Tiger defender that I can remember. He was simply unblockable. You could single team him, double team him up front. He was playing D-tackle, and offenses just didn't have an answer for him. This guy right here, there's times where he flashes a little bit of that Nick Fairley ability.
Firing to the right, complete. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to take a shot. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown Sooner. What a grab and go for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. They'll go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
It's complete to the right. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after it.
Looking to throw, it's Kendricks. Safe completion on the screen. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
That's an awesome play call, having the running back on the angle route against the blitz. So they bring the linebackers. That completely vacates the middle of the field wide open. Running back runs right into it. A nice job on the throw.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get into the midst of those big plays.
And that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
This offense looking at a third down after that last completion. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on third down. The Sooners will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner will be dragged down. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3-and-out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I need to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Slings it. Able to make the catch, but not in the field of play. It's an incomplete pass.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He wants to pass it on second down. Zings it complete to the right. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. They keep attacking through the air. Buys a little extra time. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Leaves it with the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Wide out in motion. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He slings it deep to the left. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the 1st down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in you.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Kendricks. using the back as a receiver on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
And that's why it's important offensively. They're going to have to do a better job running the ball and getting positive yards early in the drive. You can't be in third and long living in those situations against this defense because they like to play dime personnel. And with those faster guys, they're going to blitz, and they're going to match speed with speed. It's a nice way to combat the mobile ability this quarterback has. Now setting up fourth down.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
They'll line up for a second down play. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. On second down, he'll let it fly. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Now looking for that first down on third and short from the 26. Quarterback checking off. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tony.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Scanning the field, it's Kendricks trying to get to it. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Finds the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up fourth down.
You want to talk about a decision that could blow up in your face, going for it inside your own 40. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Finds his man, and they convert. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
And he's running in the open. He's at the 10. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Let's see. He can block, he can catch, he can run. Yeah, let's just forget about the blocking for now. The catching, the running, the scoring is dangerous.
And they do the dirty work, but this is what they would prefer to do. These guys want to catch touchdown passes. Most of these guys were wide receivers in high school, and they show you why. They'll go up, get that football, make plays for the quarterback.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. All wideouts, no backs. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll throw it on first down. Looking to the big tight end. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. It's complete. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Going for the return. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football game.
Toss to the outside. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off the blocks and rallying the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Facing a third down and short from the 26. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, Because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Off play action on first down. Going to take a shot at this DB. Touchdown Sooners! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Tennessee looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over the field like Smokey in the pregame. They're up by 18 over Memphis. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Throwing right. Pulls it in. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route run. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
They're trying to get to it. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that side.
At the 40, there he goes. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
They'll try to get it through the air. Dumps it off in the flats. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On fourth down, looking to pass. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Leaves it with the running back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Now looking to throw back to the middle. And he's got it inside the 25. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. That big play has this defense reeling, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 14. From the red zone, looking for a man. Fires into traffic, picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with the receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
He makes a catch. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Trying to find his man on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. Snatches it on the right. Touchdown, Tiger! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? In this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Leaves it with the back. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
They'll leave it with him. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They go to the ground, and the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
At some point, enough is enough. This is the guy that's beating me. He's priority number one. We got to go get him. It's getting later in the second half. I got to go out and make some plays and get my offense the ball back.
Wide receiver shows motion. They run the reverse. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
It's going to be interesting to see how the defense is going to try to defend these jet sweeps moving forward. They've got to have bodies in the perimeter of the field with their eyes looking at these receivers in motion because they can hand it off to them at any time.
Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing it.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. He'll try to tack on one more. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Here they come, needing 2 yards on second down from the 25. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 1 step wrap, 2 step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Got his man on the right. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better. Right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
Tosses it incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
It's a reverse. Oh, they knock it free. Oh, unfortunate to get that one back, and as an added bonus, they get the first down.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Touchdown Sooners! And the pummeling has started. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
35, Auburn, 10.
From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And here's the third interception of the night. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Coming after it. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
Nice sack by the defense. Great job getting to him, getting him on the ground. That's the fourth sack of the day. This defense has had some bright moments. They've also given up some big plays. Keep rushing the quarterback, but keep that coverage intact in the back end.
Dropping back, it's Kendricks. Getting some heat. The throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Sooners will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man.
And your Auburn Tigers will take over 1st and 10.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just...
He'll take a deep shot here. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Looking for more room. Smashes through. Touchdown, Oklahoma! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
1st and 10.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just...
A full dive to haul that one in.
Oh, that is a sensational individual. Did you see how he dove and completely stretched out with fact that he was able to reel that in is just unbelievable. I don't even think the head coach or quarterback can believe he was able to make that diving catch.
Got his man. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that
can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. This is a 3rd and long. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Looking to throw. Buying some time as he moves left. Fires to the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. He's looking to throw. Snags it. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a...
Forget the kick, he's going to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the 2-point conversion. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
First down here for the offense. They'll go to the toss. On the move at the 30. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.